Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And after kind of a cool weekend, we did see some rain showers over the weekend as well. In fact, it was a rainy Sunday for the most part. Today, a few rain showers as well around noontime, but then this afternoon, some breaks in those clouds. And as we look down from Omi Gardens, our Sky-Fi tower camera at the Wenatchee Valley, you can almost see some sun at times this afternoon and a mixture of clouds. One storm system moved through our area today, and another one is making its way into our area and will affect our weather, especially tomorrow, where we have a 90% chance of rain showers. It's going to stay this way, cool and rainy right through our midweek. Wednesday, we also have about a 40% chance for showers. But look at those temperatures. Afternoon highs here in the Wenatchee Valley in the 60s. We're not going to jump lower down into the 40s, but we will be well down into the 50s over the next couple of nights. So fall is definitely in the air, and we'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Wenatchee police say a driver was impaired and speeding when he crashed into a truck trailer Sunday morning near Walla Walla Point Park. A longtime nurse in an East Wenatchee adult family home had her license suspended indefinitely last week after serious violations. And a 52-year-old guest at the Moonlight Motor Lodge in Wenatchee was arrested Friday night after allegedly threatening another guest with a knife. But first, we begin tonight. After a high-speed chase through the Wenatchee Valley Mall parking lot Saturday night, an East Wenatchee man ran his vehicle into a tree and had to be tased before being taken into custody. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office said deputies first spotted 22-year-old Jeffrey J. Tyqueen & Co. About 11:17 p.m., revving his engine and squealing his tires in the mall parking lot before speeding through the lot at speeds up to 60 miles per hour. The deputies in pursuit, Tyqueen & Co. reportedly crashed into a tree on nearby French Avenue. The sheriff's office said he was trying to drive off again when they tased him. He was arrested on multiple charges, including attempting to elude a police officer, drunken driving, driving with a suspended license, and resisting arrest. Wenatchee police say a driver was impaired and speeding when he crashed into a truck trailer Sunday morning near Walla Walla Point Park. Captain Brian Chance says the crash happened around 8:45 a.m. in the 1300 block of Walla Walla Avenue.
Witnesses stated that just prior to the collision, they had seen a small passenger car, a Honda, speeding through the area, and that vehicle actually struck the trailer portion of a tractor trailer there near the packing shed.
Chance says the driver, 27-year-old Cody Simmons of East Wenatchee, and his passenger, 27-year-old Marlon Mahano of Cashmere, had to be extricated from the vehicle. They were both transported to Confluence Health with serious injuries. Captain Chance says Simmons faces charges of driving under the influence and vehicle assault. The truck driver was not injured. Well, a longtime nurse in an East Wenatchee adult family home had her license suspended indefinitely last week for tying an elderly patient down while eating and using the toilet. The State Department of Health says Doreen Fillion, a registered nurse since 1977, used a bedsheet to tie a 94-year-old dementia patient to the toilet and used an apron to tie the patient to her chair during meal times. Fillion is no longer allowed to work as a nurse or have unsupervised access to vulnerable adults. A 52-year-old guest at the Moonlight Motor Lodge in Wenatchee was arrested Friday night after allegedly threatening another guest with a knife. The Chelan County Sheriff's Office said Eric S. Baldwin was approached by another guest about 8 p.m. at the motel off Highway 97 when for some reason he became angry. Chief Jason Reinfeld said the victim, a 39-year-old Texas man, had met Baldwin earlier and was asking him about the whereabouts of another guest. For some reason, that set Baldwin off and he grabbed a kitchen knife and chased him to the motel office. After police were called, Baldwin fled and a police dog was called in to help with the search. Eventually, Baldwin was found hiding in the back seat of his vehicle. He was arrested for second-degree assault and harassment, also with threats to kill. Well, coming up next, Governor Jay Inslee was in Cashmere today taking a look at new development at the old mill site. The city of Chelan will hold a town hall meeting to hear from the public about its overall plan to protect and improve lake access. And speaking of Chelan, you'll soon be able to get a ride almost anywhere in the city for only $1. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
At some point, we realized that value and practicality go hand in hand. A time when an unnoticed accumulation of items has become burdensome. These possessions still have value, but now lack usefulness. Donate your unwanted items to Goodwill and become a job creator. Your donations allow Goodwill to provide much-needed training to job seekers in our community. And that's pretty useful for everyone. Make plans to attend the August 30th grand opening of the all-new Goodwill on Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales.
Where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
Some jobs are a calling. They take passion and a devotion to the community. They're here for your kids, guiding the next generation of leaders. At Gisa Credit Union, we help you support local teachers. Every purchase you make with a Gisa Local Heroes Affinity debit card, we make a donation to select teacher organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the Gisa Teachers Affinity debit card.
Welcome back. In another news, Governor Jay Inslee helped out cutting the ribbon Monday at the new Cashmere Mill District Business Park, welcoming 2 manufacturers to the area. Fruit label maker Hearst International and liquor maker Blue Spirits Lake Chelan are the tenants. The complex is located on an old lumber site that required $6.6 million worth of toxic waste cleanup before it could be redeveloped. Inslee says agriculture and innovation go hand in hand to drive the state's economic growth.
This is such a great job that I get to go around and celebrate the tremendous dynamic growth we have in the state of Washington. And I get to go to places like Boeing and Microsoft and Amazon and large employers. But the most exciting growth is the kind of growth we right here in Cashmere, where we have the joining of high tech with the agricultural industry. And to me, this dynamic that is going on, particularly in central and eastern Washington, of joining the world's best land with the world's best sunshine, with the world's cleanest water, with new technology where we can gain new markets around the world is truly exciting to me.
Inslee is running for governor again after his presidential bid came to an end last month. A handful of campaigners for a Republican opponent, Police Chief Lauren Culp, were also on hand to stump for their candidate. NCWLIFE reporter Jefferson Robbins touched base with the governor about Washington economics and the perils of running for president. Look for that interview in tomorrow night's NCWLIFE Evening News. Well, the city of Chelan, fresh off a vote to purchase 9.8 acres of lakefront property, will hold a town hall to hear from the public about its overall plan to protect and improve lake access. The October 9th town hall will begin at 5:30 p.m. with an open house at the Senior Center. That'll be followed by a presentation at 6 o'clock by city consultant J.A. Brennan and Associates. Last week, the City Council voted to move forward with buying almost 10 acres of lakefront property on Spader Bay for $400,000. At the meeting, most public comment was in opposition to that purchase. Well, speaking of Chelan, you will soon be able to get a ride almost anywhere in the city for only $1. Link Transit is testing a mobile dial-a-ride program called DART starting October 7th. The service area stretches from Highway 97A and South Lakeshore Drive, which is basically Pat and Mike's, past Walmart to Wilmorth Drive, and then north to the Lake Chelan Golf Course area. Rides are scheduled through an app with the ability to book a ride. It will be available from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Saturday. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Mary Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Mary Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, 8th District Congresswoman Kim Schreier held an easygoing town hall Saturday in East Wenatchee. The freshman Democrat, less than halfway through her first term, has already held 18 such community meetings throughout the district, which stretches from Auburn and Issaquah to Ellensburg and the Wenatchee Valley. NCWLIFE's Jefferson Robbins was at that town hall and has more.
About 35 people took a seat Saturday for Congresswoman Kim Schreier's town meeting at East Wenatchee City Hall. Not full capacity, but enough for some back and forth on crucial issues of the day, like gun violence, homelessness, Columbia River dams, and mental and physical health care. On that last question, Schreier said she doesn't think there'll be a revolutionary change in Congress this session on how American health care is paid for.
Bigger picture, when you're looking at general election, is one party that wants to expand health care, make it more affordable and accessible, and another party who does not want to negotiate drug prices and is okay with an age tax and not covering people with pre-existing conditions. And I think big picture is that's going to be the decision. And then to not get too nervous about what the plan is, because my personal opinion, I don't think Congress is ready to jump into to a Medicare for all, no private insurance place right now.
One of the biggest questions went unasked about the potential impeachment of President Donald Trump. Schreier gave her answer in a public statement last July, supporting an impeachment inquiry. Jefferson Robbins, NCWLIFE.
All right, time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to all those details, and there are a lot of them over the next couple of days, let's take a peek outside our weather window from this afternoon and take a look at how our day shaped up. We did have cloudy skies to begin the day this morning and some pretty good rainfall at times right around noon, especially over in East Wenatchee. Also some showers in Wenatchee and then just some clouds the rest of the day. We also saw a peek or two at the sun. But look at this beautiful shot from Omi Gardens down at the beautiful Wenatchee Wenatchee Valley. Still green out there. We're creeping up on fall though, aren't we? And these temperatures are surely beginning to feel like it. High today, look at that. Unofficially, 64 degrees is all. 77 is where we should be for this time of year. 53 was our overnight low, and that's pretty much in the ball game from where we should be. 52 is normal. It was a hot one back in 1981, a record high of 92 degrees, and chilly back in 1992 with a record low of 39 degrees. We picked up 1/10 of an inch of precipitation. Can you believe that is all at Pangbourne Airport out of all that rain shower activity yesterday? 1/10, as that now gets us to 5.15 inches for the year, and that's actually above normal precipitation for us here in the Wenatchee area. Sunrise this morning was at 6:39, and the sun will set tonight. It's getting earlier out there, isn't it? Now at 7:11. Let's take a look at how our Tuesday shapes up around north central Washington, and we are even going to be cooler tomorrow than the temperatures we saw today, mainly because of a 90% chance of rain. It's going to be one of those days tomorrow, folks. 65 in Moses Lake, 64 at Freda, 61 is all for a high temperature in Wenatchee, 54 up in Lake Wenatchee, 60 for Chelan, and your high temperature up in Okanagan County and Omak tomorrow only at 62 degrees. Let's take a look at that surface loop now, and I'll show you why it's going to be so cool tomorrow. It's all because of this area of low pressure that's spinning off the coast of British Columbia, and it's dragging moisture into Washington state. You can almost see the frontal boundary as it made its way through the state, and that's when we saw those rain showers about noontime or so. For tomorrow, we're going to be inundated with this system as it moves a little bit closer to Washington. Showers throughout the state, a 90% chance in the Wenatchee area, about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch possible out of these rain showers, and it's going to be a slow mover too. As we get into midweek Wednesday, we're going to stay with mostly cloudy skies, a 40% chance for mainly afternoon showers, maybe even some scattered thunderstorms around the state, especially to our east, before things quiet down then as we move into the end of the week. For Thursday, sunny. We will be dry and warmer. We're in a trophy situation now, which allows a lot of storminess and cooler air to move down, but a large area of high pressure now just off the coast of California and Oregon will bring warmer and drier air into the Pacific Northwest, especially by Friday. We'll see lots of sunshine and mild temperatures, and then as we get into the upcoming weekend, if you have outdoor plans this weekend, by all means do them, because it's going to be beautiful. Saturday, mostly sunny, seasonal temps, which means temperatures mainly in the mid-70s for Saturday. On Sunday, mostly sunny early. We will see an increase in clouds as another frontal system moves our way, but by all means enjoy Sunday as well, with mild temperatures once again about normal into the mid-70s. Let's take a look now at your quick Lube and Tune 7-day forecast. Tonight's overnight low, it's going to get a little chilly out there at 50 degrees. 61 is all for a high temperature tomorrow. Remember, a 90% chance of rain. It's going to be one of those soaking rain days tomorrow here in the Wenatchee Valley. Low temperature for Tuesday night at 51. We're going to stay with a 40% chance for rain on Wednesday and 66 for our high, but then things start to dry out and stabilize a little bit. For Thursday, 72 and sunny, mostly sunny for both Friday and Saturday, 74 and 75, and we'll stay that way for the end of the weekend on Sunday with mostly sunny skies, high temperature then at 74 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
If you want to work in healthcare, choose the program that teaches the skills employers want. The Charter College Medical Assistant Program combines hands-on learning in the lab with convenient online learning, plus real-life experience with an externship. Classes start every 5 weeks, so you don't have to wait to launch your new career. Enroll with confidence, knowing Charter is institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, and be ready to work in less than a year. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
People are really skeptical of our industry. They have been sold products, they have been sold policies they either don't need, don't understand, confusing. I understand that. We are more about the process and the people. Our SFG roadmap is designed to take care of all of those concerns. For those that have questions about their retirement, we would love the opportunity to sit down and chat with you.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. Russell Wilson threw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns to lead Seattle to a 28-26 road win at Pittsburgh on Sunday. For Coach Pete Carroll, it was a milestone achievement on a very special day. Russell Wilson made the announcement in the locker room after the game.
Well, it's Coach's birthday, 68. Hey, he's 68, ain't on his 68th birthday. It's his 100th win with the Seahawks, baby. Awesome. Okay, first up, hey, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys. That's so cool that you guys even knew I was going to be 68. 68 years old. Lord. It don't feel like it. Okay, here's the deal. What we did is we came across the country today. We had to get the juice so that we could play like it was playing at home. It did not factor in. There wasn't a time during this game when it felt like we weren't in charge of what's going on. Physically, alert, communications, the noise, all that kind of stuff. It's a really important freaking lesson because it don't matter where we go. We can go wherever we need to go and get the job done. That's a hell of a job today. I know it was really loud for a little while, and then at the end it got a little bit quiet.
It's your birthday today. Does games like this help you keep kind of your youthful exuberance going?
I don't need games like this to keep my youthful exuberance, but I tell you, I love games like this, if you want to know.
Yeah, so do Seahawks fans, although they could have used a little more cushion. Wilson completed 29 of 35 passes for 300 yards with 2 touchdowns to Will Dissly, another to DK Metcalf. Rashad Penny scored Seattle's other touchdown on the ground as the Seahawks improved to 2-0. On the season, they'll return home to host New Orleans Sunday at 1:25. Going back to the college football weekend on the Les Schwab scoreboard, Jacob Eason threw for 3 touchdowns and Richard Newton rushed for 3 more. As number 24, Washington had no trouble with Hawaii winning 52-20. Eastern jumped out to a 28-7 first quarter lead, but Jacksonville State came all the way back, beat the Eagles 49-45. Visiting Ferris State rolled up 627 yards of offense and crushed Central Washington 62-28. On Friday, Washington State's Anthony Gordon threw 3 touchdown passes, and Brandon Carcanato had 9 receptions for 115 yards as the Cougars topped Houston 31-28. Also on Friday on the Les Schwab Prep Football scoreboard, Eastmont had little trouble with Pasco, beating the Bulldogs 50-26. Wenatchee also defended its home field Friday, topping Lewiston 56-21. Moses Lake fell at Mount Spokane 34-13. Cashmere traveled to West Side and beat Sultan 42-7. Cascade won a close one with Ephrata 10-7. Chelan had no trouble with Warden, winning at 49-20. Quincy got the better of Brewster 35-25. Tonasket topped Anson 38-13. Waterville Mansfield fell in their homecoming game to Liberty Bell 32-6. In the soccer scoreboard from Saturday, Eastmont traveled away to Hazen and came up in a 2-2 tie. Wenatchee topped Ingram 2-1, and Chiefs fell to Post Falls 2-1. Cascade blanked on the road at Seattle Academy 2-0. Cashmere continued scoring a ton of goals this season, downing Prosser on Saturday 6-0. Well, the Wenatchee Wild went 1-1 over the weekend against the Vernon Vipers in the home opening weekend. On Friday, Jack Bayless and Brian Brian Adams each found the back of the net, and Wenatchee's 2-1 win over the Vipers. Daniel Chernard turned away 27 of 28 shots. Wild improved to 3-0 on the season. Then on Saturday, it was a back-and-forth contest with Quinn Emerson giving Wenatchee the lead over halfway into the second period. Vipers came back with a goal to end the second, another to start the third. That gave them a 2-1 lead, but Wenatchee quickly countered on Bayless's second goal of the weekend. The teams would play to a 2-2 tie in regulation and through one overtime before Vernon would win it in a shootout. 3-2 the final. The Wild continue their homestand Friday against Trail, Saturday against Merritt, all at the Town Toyota Center. Well, the Mariners earned a walk win over Chicago on Sunday at T-Mobile Park. 11-10 the final. Tom Murphy concluded the high-scoring affair with a bases-loaded walk at the bottom of the ninth to give Seattle 2 of 3 wins over the weekend series. Mariners squandered an early 5-0 lead by allowing 8 runs in the 5th, but Kyle Lewis hit a 3-run home run and a 5-run rally in the 8th to tie the game at 10. Seattle's off until tomorrow when it begins an interleague series with Pittsburgh at 4:05. Also on the Les Schwab American League West scoreboard on Sunday, Josh Reddick went 5 for 5 with 3 RBIs to lead Houston past Kansas City 12-3. Marcus Semien and Matt Chapman homered to lead Oakland past Texas 6-1. Albert Pujols hit a 3-run home run and stole a base, not something he usually does, to help the Angels top the Rays by a final of 6-4. We have a busy week coming up this week. Volleyball tomorrow, volleyball on Thursday, football on Friday, all right here on your home for local sports. That's Sports News. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. And finally tonight, Wenatchee seems to be a pit stop for many icons and celebrities over the years, and this weekend was no exception. The one and only Danny Bonaducci of the 70s hit TV show The Partridge Family paid a visit to our very own Wenatchee Antique Mall, where he found something he really liked.
Hi, this is me, Danny. We are at the Wenatchee Antique Mall, and I am proud that my album is on the top shelf, like a good bottle of Kettle One. Let's get this done. Oh, it's still in the plastic. And $25. All right, and Bonaducci. I'm at the Wenatchee Antique Mall. Yo. On the top shelf. If this were a TV show, I'd call it On the Top Shelf.
Very cool. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-NCWL. That's 888-6295. Also, keep it right here on the NCW Life channel tomorrow morning for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley with host Dan Kuntz. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
The NCW Life channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCW Life channel is your local TV station.
dealership in Wenatchee has Motor Trend's SUV of the Year and Truck of the Year. That's right, Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has the all-new Jeep Wrangler and the all-new Ram 1500 pickup. Or get the best of both worlds in the new Jeep Gladiator. Visit Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today for more information on these award winners and see why there's no reason to leave town to buy your next vehicle.
I am Dan Coots. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got obscure holiday, today in history, birthdays. Those actresses from the 70s that I had a huge crush on: Lindsay Wagner, Jane Russell, Meryl Streep, Barbara Bush. Wanted to wish her a happy birthday. It gave me an excuse to throw her picture up on my show. Exclusive distributors of Life Water, now available in the shatterproof plastic bottle.
Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, mornings at 7 o'clock on the NCWLIFE channel.